Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Anu from iAsia News. Thank you so much for joining. Such a wonderful day today. We have a great opportunity to meet one of the most hilarious, talented, and a wonderful.
Really? Do we?
Yes, yes, we
that?
do.
Where is
I
he? Somewhere around here?
Yes, I found
Oh,
her right
okay.
here.
Very
Omi, the one and
Hello.
only Omi Vaidya. So thank you so much for joining.
Of course.
And this is such a pleasure having you here. And this is Dallas. We finally get to meet you.
Yes, yes. I came to Dallas just to meet you guys. It's very exciting.
And he's just kidding. But I'm so happy that he said that because we are here celebrating a friendship convention here, right here in Dallas, and hosted by Dallas Fort Worth Maratha Mandal. So this is a great opportunity for us to meet you here. So since we are meeting real quick, we want to ask you, like, how does it feel?
It feels wonderful to do a Marathi convention. I'm Maharashtrian and I did a Marathi film last year, and I've always wanted to connect with my Marathi people. I was born here, and it's very exciting to be welcomed by my own people and speak to my own people. So I'm very excited.
So let us talk about, like, your visit to Dallas. How is it different that all the places that you have traveled? How is the audience? And I know it was a wonderful show that we just witnessed.
Yes.
So how do you feel?
I feel great. I'm just so happy that everybody. It seemed like it's very hard to tell when you're performing because it's all black, but you can tell afterwards when they come up to you, and they seemed very happy and they seemed very excited and they were laughing. So I'm very happy that it went well. And you get scared because you're trying some new things that you've never done before, and some of them work and some of them don't. But you're also being very. My comedy is based on truth, so that's a little bit vulnerable. I'm saying things that are honest, and that can be scary. So doing all that is a very scary thing, and most people tend to just say, hey, everything. They make a joke about something else, but I like to push boundaries. So I'm really happy that Dallas and the Marathi audience here enjoyed it.
Do you think you connect well with the younger generation here? That because I know that you are being born like here, and also that connected so well here, at the same time being connected to the global audience as well. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's a very unique position because of the films that I've done. I have a connection to the older audience, and because of my identity and being born here, I'm connected to the younger ones. So the struggles that I feel are very much the same ones for people that are born here, and they tend to be younger. So yeah, it is really nice to be in the middle and have the audience from both, because when you usually see an Indian comic from India, typically their audiences that come out to see them, there's no youth. If they are, they're recent immigrants, but you'll never really find lots of uh, people born here, because what they like is things that have to do with here.
Yes.
And then the opposite is true. You find a regular American comic, you won't see Indian immigrants coming out to see them. So it's a unique place. It's wonderful, but I feel always that it's a deep responsibility to do something special.
Right, absolutely. And I think we really enjoy that what you say, that life experiences bring a lot more fun than actually creating some fake ones. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's not good, but this is even better.
Yeah.
That I feel it. So I always wanted to ask this one as well. So when they introduced the word Chaturamlingam, so how did you, and I mean, did you just say it just like that, or did it take a while?
Who?
Like in the movie.
In the movie,
Yes.
Chatur, yeah, it was just a name for me. The thing is, when I approach a character, and even if it's a funny movie or something, sure. But if the comedy isn't based on, see, in that movie, the comedy was based on my dialogue delivery, right? And maybe some of the situational comedy that happens. But if you look at the character, he's not trying to be funny. He's just trying
He's
to.
very himself.
He's very serious.
Yes.
Actually, he's very serious.
Yes.
Other people find him a joke, but he doesn't take himself. So I have to approach it that way. So I was very serious the way that I did that role, and I think that's probably why it worked better. Because if somebody was trying to do it funny, it wouldn't have been as probably memorable.
Absolutely. Absolutely agree with you because this came out like so well that I think it was unexpected, but definitely the fun that actually has to come out was completely established without even a doubt about it. So tell me one more thing. Like I know you have directed many, the short films and then the movies here.
Yes.
So do you have anything that is your favorite and you want to just, people to see that in a way that
I've been in other people's projects. The only one that is really mine that I've done is this Marathi film called Aicha Gavat Marathit Bol. And although it's in Marathi, it has English subtitles. It's on Amazon Prime.
What is it about?
It is about an NRI that has no relation, no respect for his background or his culture. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't even know about it. But when his father in India, who he never met, he dies and he leaves him a bunch of money. There is a certain line in the will that says you must marry a Marathi girl in 30 days. And to accomplish that, he lies and cheats and realizes that he must fake being Marathi, learn about Marathi, and act like a Marathi person so that somebody will marry him. And through that process of faking and lying and trying to be Marathi, he actually learns the values of being a Marathi.
What is your upcoming, like anything else, the new project that you're working on?
I'm working on a lot of different features right now. I'm writing them, and then there's always some acting. There's a Apple show that I just did a small role in. I get a couple commercials. You'll see me on TV if you're just watching randomly. I'll come on commercials.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm slowly moving towards making my own projects because if you watch in the audience, they are really connecting with something that's true. And I although it's not as popular and not as commercial as making big movies, it is very valuable.
Wow. And if you have any message for this, like there are a lot of young generation, they are really, really hesitant because
Yeah,
the
they
passion is
Difficult.
acting, but they are having like a second thoughts because parents, regardless of in India or here, they still are having a like you just have to accomplish something before you get into that theater. So, what is your advice on that?
I would say it's very, very difficult. There is a reason that people do IT consultant, they're a doctor, engineer. It's not because those are also hard, but this is extremely hard, and there's no guarantee. Actually, in fact, the mostly failure. So people shouldn't do it unless they really they can't do anything else. If you sit around and you are miserable all the other time and you just want to do this and this and you are okay with never being successful and just struggling, maybe all your friends are vacationing and getting big homes, but you are happy with just acting or performing or writing, the outcome is very little importance to you, then you can do this. But if you care about being famous, if you care about the views, if you care about the muska and the respect and all that, then you're in it for the wrong reason, and you probably most people won't get it. It's kind of like playing the lottery. Just to win, you have to keep playing the lottery. But if you don't if you're tired of losing, which is most of the time, then just don't play. But it can be rewarding at times. But I would say that unless you have a lot of support from family, from friends, sometimes family is not going to be supportive. And if you don't, that's unfortunate. But you can make support from your friends. And there are many stories of people struggling and becoming successful later, or they're never being successful, but they still have very rich lives. So it's what you value in life is what's important. If you value the Tesla, if you value the nice house in the suburbs and keeping up with all the other Indians and stuff, then no, then don't do this. But if you value doing something that's honest, that maybe only 5 6 people watch, but it means something to you and you must get it out, then maybe you can do this.
Your views are completely different than what I have talked to many of the celebrities, and I think
Yeah,
this
what do
is
they
when
say?
Well, let's not go there.
Okay, all right.
But I
They
really,
probably say
really
follow
like.
your dream and all this. No?
Yes, but
Yeah, yeah.
this is a
No,
reality.
no,
What you
no.
said is very true, and something that actually that we have to get into that one. And
I'll
winning is
say
not the
follow
only
your
aim.
dream, but dreams change. Yeah,
Team, right?
everybody's dream change. I don't know anyone who has the same dream for 10 years, 15 years, 30 years.
Right.
We have different values, and our dreams change. Even my own changed from when I was first wanting to be an actor. But you need to have the support,
Right.
and you need to be in it for the right reasons, right reasons. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how famous you become, because I know so many famous people and they're not happy because it's never enough.
Right.
Right.
I'm going to give you 5 rapid questions real quick that you're going to answer. Your favorite English movie?
It's probably Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, that's nice.
The original.
Original. Favorite food?
Like, it's hard to say, but I love Marathi food is around here, so I like whenever there's sabudane bode.
Ooh, I think it's many people's favorite. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love
So, favorite place to visit?
There's so many wonderful places to visit. So many. I think the one that I loved more than any, and it could just be nostalgia, but I loved New Zealand. It was amazing, amazing. All these islands, Tahiti, Hawaii, they can be gorgeous.
Your famous idol or someone that you actually like to follow?
I'm not really into idol worship. I know, as a Hindu, how can you not be into idol worship? But
It can be a human. So let's say that.
no,
way.
I know, but I know that's what you were asking. But I don't think we should idolize really people, because people are flawed. But you can learn from their work and see what they do. And I'd say everyone has interesting value, and you should try to extract what's good from them and use it for yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your thoughts with us. And thank you for coming to Dallas. We really look forward to have more of you coming here again and again so that we can get to have fun with you more.
Thank you so much.